The year 1978 was a period of significant legislative and diplomatic activity under the leadership of President Jimmy Carter and the Democratic majority in Congress, characterized by attempts at governmental reform and high-stakes international peace efforts. Domestically, a key focus was deregulation and civil service overhaul. One major action was the passage of the Airline Deregulation Act of 1978, a law intended to increase competition and lower fares by reducing the government's control over air routes and pricing, an action that was generally welcomed by many economists, but which marked a significant shift in government approach to industry. To address deep-seated issues within the federal bureaucracy, Congress also passed the Comprehensive Civil Service Reform Act of 1978, which restructured key government bodies and aimed to protect employees from political interference. Furthermore, in the wake of the Watergate scandal, the administration pushed for and signed the Ethics in Government Act of 1978, a law that mandated financial disclosures for high-ranking officials, including members of Congress, and created the Office of Independent Counsel, or Special Prosecutor, to investigate potential criminal activity at the highest levels of government. In the realm of national security, another critical piece of legislation passed in 1978 was the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which created the Specialized Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court to legally oversee and authorize surveillance requests targeting foreign powers and agents on American soil, a direct response to past governmental abuses of warrantless surveillance exposed in previous years. On the international front, 1978 stands out for President Carter's intensely personal involvement in diplomacy, most notably the Camp David Accords. After 12 days of intensive personal mediation by Carter, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin reached an agreement in September 1978, establishing a framework for peace that would lead to a formal treaty between the two nations the following year, a widely recognized diplomatic triumph. In addition to Middle East peace, the administration finalized the process of normalizing relations with the People's Republic of China, a major geopolitical move announced at the close of the year. However, the administration was not without controversy. Early in the year, in March 1978, the president invoked the Taft-Hartley Act to force an end to a major coal miners' strike. While legally within his power to use this emergency measure, invoking the act against organized labor was seen by many Democrats and union leaders as a negative, anti-worker action. Furthermore, the administration was plagued by continuous controversy surrounding the president's brother, Billy Carter, whose public statements about receiving money from the Libyan government in 1978 eventually led to a Senate investigation in 1980, although no evidence of interference or official wrongdoing by the president was ever found. Finally, while pursuing a foreign policy centered on human rights, the administration made the controversial decision to end long-standing military and political support for the repressive regime of Anastasio Somoza in Nicaragua, a move that was praised by human rights activists, but simultaneously criticized by others who feared the political instability that followed would lead to a communist takeover.